I'm joined by Dinesh Gundu Rao, the President of the Bangalore City Congress, also an MLA. I'm also joined by Harish Bajur, a member of the Bangalore Political Action Committee. With me in the Delhi studio is Ashok Malik, a senior journalist. Mr. Dinesh Gundu Rao, over to you first. This, of course, in the middle of a hectic election campaign, political temperatures running high. But is this the time for such an insensitive statement to have come from a Congress leader? In fact, not even a statement, but a tweet. And Shakeel Ahmed, rather than apologizing, followed it up by trying to justify it. He then said that, look, the State Home Minister R. Ashok said that BJP workers were targeted. So this shows that they're trying to claim political mileage. Do you condemn this statement?
No, I don't think we should make any such irresponsible statements, because terror has got no religion or party or language or any caste. So whoever is trying to do this is trying to create tension and insecurity in Karnataka. So trying to attribute it for the benefit of A political party or B political party is, I think, something which is not done. I think we've got to be very responsible over here. We've got to be very careful about what kind of statements we make. It should not be provocative, and it shouldn't be that we're trying to use it for our own use or someone else's use. So I think I don't think we should make such kind of statements. Something has happened, it needs to be investigated properly, and people who are responsible need to be booked. So that is the main focus. Law and order, security is the responsibility of every government, of every political party. So I don't think we should try and exaggerate or make statements which create more disturbance or more tension amongst the people.
A strong statement there, and a welcome statement, really. Harish Bajur, if you can come in on this point, as a citizen of Bangalore, as someone who's trying to create an alternative front, in a sense, of concerned voters, concerned citizens to come together, the impact that an ordinary citizen feels when a blast like this happens, luckily, again, nobody's been seriously injured, but it could have been much worse. The impact and the need also, I think, for calm at a time like this, do you think that gets undercut by the kind of statements you heard today? Though, of course, Mr. Gundu Rao has spoken out strongly, but there seem to be so many different voices emerging, it just adds to the confusion.
Sonia, this has certainly been a very sad and frenetic day for Bangalore and the Bangalorean at large. Statements such as these, which emanate from the political leadership across the spectrum, whether it be, political party of one color or the other, is absolutely unwelcome. Because as far as the citizen is concerned, this is an attack on the citizen at large. And anybody who tries to politically capitalize upon it is doing a very, very wrong thing. I think what happened this morning with the comment that came out was that, people flew off on their Twitter handle and the gentleman wrote something of this kind. And that's what's happening today. Politicians, in any case, think, after they talk, but in the era of Twitter, they think many, many days after they talk. And I think, that's the disease that has hit us on this.
I think the instant comment really which comes up on that, Ashok Malik, but the harder question, that when we get obsessed with politics, with the kind of one-upmanship on sound bites or tweets, as it were, do we ignore the hard questions on policing? Because the fact is, Hyderabad, before that Pune, there are many larger questions on what's causing these kind of blasts which remain unanswered. And in that sense, whether it's state governments, whether it's the central government, why aren't we asking those questions? Why are those not the debates really which we focus on?
What surprised me about Mr. Shakeel Ahmed's statement today was that the BJP is in power in Bangalore and in Karnataka. And he could easily have said, what has the BJP government done to make Bangalore secure? Which would have been a very valid question today. Because if there's
they could have turned around and said, what did you do in Hyderabad? So that
fair
would
enough,
have gone on.
But today we're talking about Bangalore. But the statement he made was in just such poor taste. That it took it gave the BJP an upper hand, in fact, and our office gets attacked and this is what you turn around and say. It was just in very poor taste. There is the larger question of terrorism, of course, and which is an ongoing story. I mean, I'd say things today are much better than they were in, say, 2009 or 2008 and 2007, just before the Mumbai attacks, when there was practically a bombing a month. Ahmedabad, Hyderabad, Jaipur, if you remember, Delhi, right here near the studio. I think things are much better today for a variety of reasons. I think to some degree we have to thank Mr. Chidambaram at the Home Ministry. To some degree we have to thank the Gujarat Police for cracking the Indian Mujahideen. To some degree various police forces in the states, whether it's Maharashtra or Karnataka, have become a little more sort of active and a little more alert. But very obviously we should try and prevent every single case of every single terror attack, and we cannot prevent every single terror attack. But that is a larger and more sober question to ask. But our politicians, as Mr. Bajur said, they react instantly and they lose sense of proportion between what is an ordinary theft and what is a terror attack.
And the worry also, and this I'd like to ask Mr. Dinesh Kundu Rao also, the worry also that this is a sensitive time in Karnataka. We know elections are on. There have been various issues which have come up earlier that at this time, what is the impact that an attack like this can have unless there is a great deal of calm maturity exhibited by all political leaders? Is this timing, are you concerned about the timing, and do you think in a sense it was aimed at the election process as well?
No, we don't know exactly who are the people behind this attack and what is their intentions. But it's happening at a time when we are going in for polls, just 15 days to go for 20 days to go for elections. So definitely it's a very sensitive time right now. And I think political parties trying to use it for their own benefit will definitely will rebound on them, because I think people will see through all this, because people have seen enough number of things happening in this country, and trying to capitalize it for your own selfish gains will not, I think, work out in the minds of the people. So I don't think anybody should try that, first of all. Second thing is, what I would like to say is Bangalore, definitely I think we've seen a deterioration in law and order over here. I'm not trying to make it a political issue just because I'm in Congress and we have a BJP government, but we have seen, deterioration in the policing in Bangalore. The kind of officers being posted has, not been up to the mark. And we've had so many crimes and murders taking place, and people are getting away scot-free.
Any opposition party MLA would make, sir, usually when it comes to government. I don't think I can say any opposition MLA would say he's happy with the postings of policemen or the law and order when there's when he's in opposition.
But there is definitely a deterioration in the policing in Bangalore. There is no doubt about that. So many good officers have been, sent out to different places to postings. Good people have not been given the right, positions. So I think ultimately security is one of the #1 priorities of any government.